Alright, this is a review of section 4.2, and I already reviewed the graphing, so this is just going to be a graphing on finding max or min values and putting equations into standard form. So just like the previous videos, I would pause this and see how you do, and then watch the video and you can compare your answer. You should know how to do all of this at this point. So I'm going to start with find the max or min value for the following equation. And something you probably note, or hopefully you note at this point, that this equation right here is in vertex form. And you know that because you have the quantities squared. So you have your h and your k. And another thing I'm going to point out, and the tricky part about this, is when you want to find the maximum value, key word here is value. And that would be the y coordinate. So remind yourself that when you're finding the maximum or minimum point, or the vertex, that's obviously the x and y coordinate. But if you just want the maximum value, that's the y coordinate only. So a couple things you want to note, of course, is that this parabola has a negative a value, so that means it's opening down. And it's in vertex form, so that way you know the vertex is hk, so that's going to be -1, 5, and be careful, h is opposite sign. So I know that this point right here is -1, 5. Well, 5 is my y value, and I know that it's a maximum value since it's opening down, so my maximum value equals 5. And piece of cake. Now, that's it, done deal. But if my equation were not in vertex form, if it were in standard form, it might take a little more work to get that vertex. But the key to this problem is just reminding you that you're looking for only the y coordinate. Alright, then the other one says to put the equation in standard form. So I just took the same equation and we'll work from there. So remember, standard form, of course, is ax squared plus bx plus c. So order of operations says you should do exponents first. So this really means take x plus 1 times itself. That's what it means to square something. So I'm going to FOIL that out. And x times x is x squared. X times 1 is 1x. And another x times 1 is another 1x. So 1x plus 1x is 2x. 1 times 1 is 1. And then order of operations says to distribute, so I have a negative here to distribute, right? And don't add the 5 to the 1 first, because this is all part of the distribution process. So it's going to be -x squared minus 2x minus 1, because I distributed the negative all the way through, plus 5. And finally, I can take -1 plus 5, which would be plus 4. And there's my equation in standard form.